See, the thing with social media is that it's a popularity contest. People like to parrot whatever the popular notion and opinion is without even using an ounce scintilla, an ounce of brain cells and thinking for themselves. They're like a sheep, like bandwagoners. They like to follow the herd. They don't think for themselves. Discipline is not freedom. Just because Jocko Willing said so, he's a Navy SEAL. He says so. I must cuck to him. And just because Ryan Holiday and all these self-flagellating stoic fad stoic guru said so, I must cuck them to themselves and blindly like an automaton follow the fuck that. Man, people are idiots. Why would discipline be freedom? That's so dumb. The whole point of freedom is, ipso facto, freedom means you're free to do whatever the fuck you want. I just wrote about it, ranted about it on Twitter. So I'll just rehash whatever I wrote. So basically, as Alan Watts would say, I'm a Taoist. So full disclosure, I'm a very Taoistian of I just go with the flow. Life itself is a flow state. This is why I'm not a fan of when you're meditating and the guy doing guided meditation. People say, "Oh, take two deep breath." Why do you assume I'm not already relaxed? Best way to do meditation is after workout. You take a shower, and I didn't even like the term workout. It means like you're doing something against your force, but I'll come to that later. So, and yeah, no one's making this video. Discipline is not freedom, so that's why it behooved me to make this video. So, best time to do meditate is after workout. You take a shower, you're completely relaxed. So if you already take, if you at that stage, if you take 3 deep breaths, it'll obviously throw you off kilter. All these dumb people, they think one size fits all. So anyway, I should calm down. Point being, yeah, discipline is not freedom. I mean, as I wrote on Twitter, as Alan Watts would say, and Alan Watts made a video about it, and he said maybe the right word is skill. But even that, I question him too, even though I'm using Alan Watts' quote. A zookeeper in China, I think it was Zhuangzi who said it, a zookeeper once gave 5 bananas to the monkeys and 3 in the afternoon. Okay, let me articulate myself. Let me gather my thoughts. So a zookeeper gave 3 bananas to the monkeys in the morning and 5 in the afternoon, and they were very happy. They were very sad. He switched it up. He gave 5 in the morning and 3 in the afternoon, and they were suddenly very happy. It's the same fucking shit, you idiot. It's the same fucking equation. Sure. So right now, if I don't feel like doing anything, well, the upshot is that I get to do whatever the fuck I want. The downshot is that maybe it'll make me it'll give me a little slack. See, right now, my room is not I need to make my bed. But I love making my bed. It's not because I have to punish myself. You know, as Alan Watts would say, the society has this tendency that, unless we sit with a club on our hand and bludgeon ourselves, we'll somehow, fucking rape our grandma or some shit like that. So he said that, right? So the point being, we don't trust our own intelligence. We don't trust our divine wisdom. We don't trust our own instinct. We don't trust our intuition. Alan Watts would say, you know precisely the divine wisdom, intelligence know how to grow your hair, grow skin cells, from birth. You didn't will it into action. You didn't discipline yourself into action, to fruition. People are so stupid, dude. They hear all this, they think they're enamored and impressed by all this macho, these ripped guys, all these stoicos, and they think, just because they said so, they're impressed. People are saying so superficial and so shallow, man. They get impressed by that. So whatever the bullshit they feed, they eat it up like shit, and they just parrot and they perpetuate the same fucking bullshit without thinking for themselves. Yeah, so I couldn't find a video on that, so I'm so worked up because I couldn't find a video on it. Yeah, discipline is not freedom. Question everything. Why should discipline be freedom? It's like saying you at 8 o'clock, it's your time for mathematics. You make a routine schedule for yourself, and at 10 o'clock is like for violin. What if you feel like playing violin at 8 and doing math at 10? So obviously you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. Because at 8, if you're supposed to do math, but if you're doing violin against your own will, obviously you're like wasting that time because you don't feel like doing it. And also vice versa, if you feel like doing maths, but if you're playing violin, if you don't hate it. So we have, society has a one foot on the brake, one foot on the on the accelerator, and they want, no wonder they wonder they're not going anywhere. Duh, because you're always forcing yourself to do something because it's good for you. It's good for you. Doesn't mean I don't work out. I love working out. That's why I do it. But I don't do it because I have to. I'm like clenching my teeth and clenching my anus. I'm like, I have to do this because it's good for you. Good for you. That's a terrible way to live your life. Done ranting here. I'm sweating now because I ranted so hard. Let me see if yeah. Stupid. People are so stupid, dude. They don't think for themselves. They just go with the popular opinion of the Vox Populi, as Elon Musk made it pop, as if he's the only one who said it in the history. For fuck's sake. Sherlock Holmes also mentioned that Conan Doyle, via mouthpiece of Sherlock Holmes, also mentioned it. So many people mentioned it. People act like people are in heat. Oh, Elon said, Elon Sims. Oh, Elon said. Oh, he's so intellectual. People are so stupid, dude. People go after the whatever the shiny object, whatever the glitz. Society is so shallow. I know I'm being negative, but there's a reason for it. But hey, rants are always negative. It's like, Bill Barr doesn't always. I mean, he's not exactly sunshine, but he kind of changed. I guess after the mushroom trips or something. But yeah, it's a terrible way to live. It's like if you feel like doing something, just do it. People think that if you don't hold a club and whip yourself at every microsecond, and you somehow, people think that by born we are corrupt. Babies are not by born like corrupt. Babies are not by, they're angels. We have been given full intelligence, divine wisdom, and intuition to live our life and to express ourselves fully. And I'll end it on this note. Not a Zen code, not a Taoist code, but the Taoist code. Tao leaves nothing. Tao does everything and leaves nothing undone. No, sorry. Tao does nothing but leaves nothing undone. It's Wu Wei. So and the Zen proverbs, the Zen poem says, sitting quietly doing nothing, the grass grows by itself. Spring comes and grass goes by itself. I'm no Alan Watts. I'm no eloquent or not articulate like him, but and also the snow goose does not need to bathe itself to make it white. I really should memorize this quote. All right, peace, bro.